Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode here on our MineColonies world. I was actually just thinking, I think we might need a name for our town, because right now it's nameless and that's not good. So yeah, suggestions in the comments please guys for names of this town. What could we call it? Something, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not even going to suggest things. You guys can let me know. Talking about the town, last episode, obviously, we worked on some town planning, which is how I'm able to walk around like this, in this view, without there being too much of a problem. Today, we're going to work more on some housing, because that will make our citizens happier. For one thing, they've all been asking me for houses, which is awesome, that we can, fulfill that now. And also, it'll allow us to expand our population eventually too, of course. So, this is going to be the site for our first house. We've got our builder working on it right now. I think she might need some more tools. I'll sort that out in a second off camera. But I got the redstone blocks back, and we're planning things out. No more of this having to take down 100 buildings. I'm done with that. That was not fun. So yeah, we're getting things sorted out here. So this is where our first house is going to go, and we're going to just build two for now. We're going to have one here, and then a street here, like down this way, right? And then over here have another house. And eventually there'll be a street going all the way down there with lots of houses on either side. And yeah, that'll be like a little neighborhood. So, yeah, the people that live in these houses, they're going to need to work in the guard tower and the university because they like to live close to where they work. So that'll be for these. And then I think we're also going to need to get some houses over this side because we do have a builder's hut over here, which can currently house two people. So if we had two more houses down here, then two people that work in the builder's hut could have their house down this way somewhere. However, I'm not sure exactly where that's going to be. I was kind of thinking that if we build the road here like this and we go off this way, we might be able to come around the back of here and have the two houses around the back of here. But with my builder's wand, you can see that our town border actually finishes here. So we're going to have to build within there for now. So I'm going to have to think about that a little bit, and I'll do that off camera. But yeah, we did a lot off camera last game, so I'm going to try and capture more on camera this game. But saying that, I know what I'm like, and I may just end up, doing a lot off cam because I do enjoy the game so much. Incidentally, these here are cobblestone vertical slab walls. They're pretty handy to have. They're exactly what you'd think. They're vertical slabs. So we've got a spruce here, and then those to give a bit of depth to the walls. I think they look awesome. Very big fan of those. They're from the Quark mod pack. Full list of mod packs that I'm using down in the description. So I'm going to go sort Ellen out. I'm going to get on with building our house. I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but the house we're building is going to be in Nordic style. And I'm going to build one on camera with you guys as well to show you what it's going to look like at level 5 using my building tool in a sec. We're going to get one built as well. So we're going to go for different styles. Like this is a dark oak building, and our town hall I think was dark oak as well, medieval dark oak. So we're going to have all different builds. Some will be dark oak, some will be Nordic, just kind of whatever I prefer the look of. The university incidentally up there, that's Nordic too. So I don't think there's anything wrong with mixing designs a little bit, and that's kind of what we're going to do. So let's get on with building this house, and then we'll come back in and see the development as it goes. Well guys, it kind of happened again. I ended up doing a load of stuff off camera. My bad, I know, but it really is a testament to just how fun this pack is to play, that I just end up getting on with doing loads of stuff, loads of gaming, and even if I can't record, I just want to get it done. So yeah, this happened, and I should explain it. So we've got a beacon, as you can see, and we've prepared for a very big beacon. This is going to be the maximum it can be. We're having all 6, I think. So yeah, like one more there. That'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And obviously we got gold blocks here going all the way through. Now I've got a few things to say about this, as you might expect. First of all, at the moment I've got speed 2 running on. So in fact I can show you that. There we go. Speed 2 going on. That's so I can get around the town quicker. Now I was really hoping, and I do kind of think this would be a cool feature, that the citizens would pick up any beacon effects that you run in your town, but so far it doesn't seem like they're moving any quicker, so I have to assume that maybe they don't actually pick them up. What I was thinking would be a cool idea for the pack is if your town hall, if you upgraded it, each time you upgraded it, it worked on one level of the beacon. So for example, once you build your town hall, it's level 1. When you go to level 2, maybe the first sort of level of the beacon could work. For level 3, the second, level 4, the third, and level 5, the final level of the beacon, including any others that you have with multiple effects and stuff. Don't know exactly how they'd configure it, I just thought that might be kind of cool. And it started to pour down. But yeah, anyway, that aside, I'm going to come on to the gold farm that I built in order to do this in a second. But of course, this episode was meant to be about houses. Oh, that reminds me, Ella just ran by. Ella is... Oh, look at her. She's run... Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. That actually looked pretty quick. Let me just slash home a second, sleep through this. That was really interesting. So she went there. Like, my goodness, my ears are exploding right now with that thunder. I hope that doesn't come through on cam. Anyway, yeah, she looked like she was definitely moving quicker than normal there. Oh, is that? Yeah, look how many monsters we're getting in the town. So, monsters seem to be spawning way... Oh, that's right. So, I just remembered something. We recently figured out that we'd accidentally been on easy this whole time, which is not what we meant. We meant to be on hard. It was basically because when we set the server up, we just didn't change it from defaults. So just an oversight. But yeah, just to mention as well, you're going to see here, Splash is in chat a lot. Splash is taken over from Shadow. There was a whole thing there. I'm not going to go into it too much, but Splash is Shadow. He's on the server now. That's just kind of what's happening. Anyway, so we're talking about beacons. That was it. Ella, right. I got a little bit sidetracked there. So I believe she ran over here. Is this her over here? No, this is Lucy is in there. So Ella must be over here. And yeah, let's talk about the houses. I'll see about the beacon effects in a second. I should have checked the wiki for that. I just was watching them and assumed they weren't going too quickly. Okay, so here's the houses that we've got. So this indeed was Kira's house, but Kira died. Very sad. We mourned her for a day, but yeah, she died, and so Kira no longer has this house, and Ellen should have the house. Sorry, Ella should have the house. So I thought we could edit these signs, can't we? Yeah, I already did this, so I'm a little bit worried as to why that didn't happen. That's definitely saved. If I go in here, I want to make sure she is assigned. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So obviously I've added these little things out the front here. Oops, excuse me. There we go. These signs I've added myself. Just thought it'd be a nice touch to know who's living in what house. This is how they look. These are Nordic houses. Mainly because the level 5 Nordic house looks really cool, and I'll try and show you one of those on camera in just a bit. But you can see here we're going to have a street like this with the houses kind of facing each other, and the street's going to go off in this direction as we progress. What I want to do in a second is upgrade this to a level 2 house, and we'll talk about why we're doing that, and how we can then breed our citizens and get new citizens, which would be awesome. Before I do that, I think I should show you guys the gold farm that I've made, and yeah, we'll just talk about that very quickly so you understand why I've got all this gold. The final thing for me to mention, I suppose, is the amount of rotten flesh we've got. I think at last count it was around 25,000. Let's have a look here in the storage drawers. Yeah, there we go, 24.6k. That is obviously a lot of rotten flesh. So I want to get some villagers together, and we've got an island just off. Let's see if we go around the corner. Kind of in this direction, there's an island with a village on it. So I want to protect that village, breed some of the villagers up there, and get some trades going on. We've already got a looting 3 trade there and also a mending trade there, so that's very, very good. And if I can get some emerald trades and stuff going on, then that'll be cool. Obviously a more vanilla aspect of the game, but just kind of keeping you guys updated with anything that I'm doing in this pack. Let me jump over and show you the gold farm really quickly, and then we'll look at getting these houses upgraded to a level 2. So I'm in creative mode right now, just so the zombie pigmen will actually spawn, so you can kind of see the farm in action. This is the gold farm that I made by getting onto the nether roof. Now, I've done loads of videos in the past, well, not loads, but certainly good videos in the past about how you can get on top of the nether roof, how you can break bedrock, and a gold farm tutorial as well, which is the gold farm we're using here. So I'll link all of those in the description for those of you who are interested. Just to say, this is obviously a vanilla Minecraft mechanic, but it works on modded as well. What is going on? Oh, some have spawned on top of the portal here. So I need to get rid of these and also block off the portal, like put some slabs on top of it, because this will affect rates. These guys here are affecting my rates. Essentially, though, the way it works is we've got a platform here with a turtle egg in the center placed on dirt. Being on dirt, it means it won't hatch. Got the trapdoors here, which if we were to open them up, let's get off F1 mode so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. You can see that you know, the zombie pigmen will read them like this and think they can walk over and trample on the egg. Now, so long as you have mob griefing set to true, they will then try to trample the egg. If you're on a server, sometimes it's set to false, so you do want to check that out. Obviously, then they will fall to their deaths here, and we've got all these hoppers in place, as many as I could build with the iron I had. I might have to add to that. But that has enabled us from 2 nights of AFKing. I've been able to get enough gold together to build all of the gold you saw there for the beacon, and I've got a load of gold blocks spare as well. Do make sure if you build this, you'll see there is an air block above the egg itself. So basically, if I just show you here, there's the egg, there's an air block above it, and the glass roof needs to be 2 blocks high. So essentially, if I take this, oh, I don't know what I just got rid of. I can check that on cam. But there's 1 block, and there's 2, and then the glass is placed down. So do make sure that you leave that gap so they can spawn. And yeah, as I say, there's a full tutorial on this in the description if you care. I just thought I'd kind of mention it as we're here. But this is how it's working at the moment. So yeah, quite a cool platform. And then obviously everything collects down here in the chests, and that's how I'm getting all of my gold. So yeah, as I say, I did want to show that. Videos in the description for all that stuff I mentioned. One thing I forgot to mention, I've also got a video in the description linked, how you can link a nether portal from the nether roof back to your overworld, so you can come back up whenever you like. Okay, let's get back into the houses. Just thought I'd mention all the gold stuff as we've got those beacons in the town now. Okay, so as promised, we're back here now looking at the houses, and we are in fact going to upgrade a house. One thing to note about houses, we have 4 citizens and we have 3 houses. There's 2 here that I've built and 1 over near the builder's hut, which we'll actually see in a second as we're going to be going over that way. Over here we've got our guard. Our new guard is Ralph. The other one died. I'm having a bad time. I'm losing a lot of citizens, but I'll try to do better. Anyway, Ralph is here supposedly looking after us. Well, he's not doing it a lot at the moment. I need to sort of sort him out a bit. But this counts as a house. He actually lives in here. So with him living in here and 3 houses, that will house 4 citizens. And the guard towers, you can check on the wiki, but as you level them up, they will count as homes for the guards in them. And I think barracks and things do the same. So I thought I'd mention that as we're doing an episode here about housing. Now, you'll see Splash doing all kinds of things in chat. He's just getting himself back to everything that Shadow Bunny had as he's sort of taken over from him. There was a whole thing there, but just to let you know, he's not cheating. It's, whatever. Anyway, I thought I'd mention it. So I thought I'd just show this whole process on camera, in case any of you are wondering how you do this, or that kind of thing. So we're going to upgrade Kira's house because it's fairly centrally located. And wait, it changed again. Right, you guys definitely saw me change this to Ella's house on cam, and it definitely changed. Maybe we need to delete the sign and put it back. Oh, I don't have any dye on me now. Okay, well, I'll get some dye, but hey, I have a witness now. So yeah, this is the one we're going to upgrade, and it's turning nighttime, so I need to... Oh, he slept. Okay, good. So we go in here, we go to build options, we hit upgrade, and that's our job done for a second. So out here, you'll see again the redstone markers here just off by the construction tape, so we know what we're doing there. Now this resource scroll, I believe, was already sort of tagged with Ellen's build hut, so yes, okay. So when I do this, this is all the stuff that she needs. Now I was going to do this off camera, but actually this isn't too bad. This is a lot better than I hoped it would be. So let's slash home. If I can spell home. There we go. And see if we can get the stuff. So what I generally like to do is we'll open up our backpack and put stuff out of the way. I know that these inventory slots here, I keep them all free, and then I load them up with stuff that is needed for the build. So for example, 2 black carpets. So we're going here to our wool. We have 0 black wool? What? Wait. We have an ink sack. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over to the sheep with our shears. And we're going to dye a sheep. Now, this obviously will give us enough to make the carpet, or at least we hope so, right? And also then in the future, when we breed them, we'll get more black sheep, and we'll get lots of black wool. Well, look at you, you're kind of sat there. You know, every sheep, kind of herd of sheep, I think it's right, needs a black sheep, right? So I can't believe I didn't do this yet. This is terrible. Okay, there's the black wool, and it gave us 1. And this is what happens when you try to do things on cam. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the resources together off cam, and then we'll actually do the build on cam. The sheep let me down. Blame him, guys. Naughty sheep. Alrighty, so if we open up our resource scroll right now, you can see all the things on here are either green, which means they're in our inventory, or black, which means the builder already has them available to her. So she's just down here, and we're going to give her the rest of the stuff. Now, I kind of showed this in my tips and tricks episode, so she's got a request right now, so we just say we're going to work on it. But ways you can give them stuff, you can go to inventory and just kind of upload stuff that way. You can also go to the builder's hut here and hit this right arrow, and then hit these up arrows like this. And if we just click all through all of those, it'll give her everything that she needs, and it's all gone black now, meaning she has everything that she needs. So, with that being the case, in a second, she's going to walk over and start building. She's just kind of standing there for a bit. They kind of stand there and realize that they've got the stuff, and then they head over. Now, you can see at the moment the beacon effect is working on me, so I'll be very interested to see when she does leave. Is she moving any faster? It's hard to... Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, she definitely is, right. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the wiki while she's building the house and see if I can find out whether or not beacon effects are supposed to work. But to me, yeah, she's definitely moving quicker than she was before, which is awesome. So, if that is the case, then, wow, beacons really are useful. Wait, where'd she go? Go build the house. Okay, whatever. They go back and forth from their hut. But yeah, beacons are therefore going to go way up in value early game if they do indeed affect your builders, because obviously, or your citizens in general, because, you know, you can give them all the effects to fight off mobs and to move quicker and stuff, and that's going to be awesome. So I'm going to go figure that out, and we're going to have a look at this. So let's have a little look at the house. This is what it is before, and in a minute we'll see what it looks like after, and we'll have a good comparison because we'll have a level 2 here and a level 1 there, so we can kind of see how they progress through the levels, which is quite cool. So yeah, let Ellen, I should say, get on with the building. I'll check the wiki, and then we'll jump back in. Well guys, Ellen has just finished building the house level 2, and yeah, this is what it looks like. I have to say, I really like it a lot already. Quite a big improvement on the level 1 house that we have over here. The level of detail is already a lot better, and there's still 3 levels to go, so that's pretty awesome. Also, just quite a nice progression in the game to actually have our first level 2 house. So we'll just have a little look around the exterior. I'll show you all sides of it, just because why not? And then we'll and then we'll look inside as well. I guess that torch there is up for grabs. I'll take that one. So it looks like there's 3 stories here, and I don't know if all 3 of them get used or not. Let's go in and find out together, because I actually haven't had a look around this yet, off camera or anything. Okay, so inside here we've got a little seating area there. I like it a lot. Okay, a little bit of stuff going on downstairs here. I mean, they do put a lot of detail into these. I have to say, I am impressed with the builds. I like them very much. Okay, so it's actually only 2 stories right now being used with a really tall roof, but I'm guessing at the next level that will get built on. But we got the 2 beds, so 1 for each of the citizens we're allowed to have in here, and a little bookshelf there so they can read a book of an evening when they're done working hard for our colony. Now, what I need to do now is if we go over to our guard tower, we're going to have to fire our guard. And actually, I'll just show you something very quickly in the town hall, because this might be useful to some of you. And I'm loving the speed I can get around my town now. This beacon is awesome. Okay, so on the colony, sorry, the town hall sort of thing here, you've got all these different things, including this here where you can see your citizens. So we got Ralph, is our only guy, and we've got 3 women. Now, in order to get a baby citizen, we need Ralph and one of the women to be in the same house. I'm not going to go into why that is. You just that's how it is, okay? But anyway, you can get all their stats here individually, and you can recall, if you just want 1 citizen, you can recall them like that as well. So yeah, just a little useful thing potentially that I thought I'd show you. But anyway, we're going to need to get rid of Ralph from this job, because as I mentioned before, being a guard basically means this is his house, right? And we can't have that. Now it's turning nighttime, so I might just go have a little sleep, and we'll do that in the morning. Do you know, having this beacon is so awesome because I can do that. And, oh, Splash was sleeping anyway. I could have left it. Never mind. But I can get around so much quicker. I'm loving it. Now, in terms of the beacon effect, I haven't been able to find anything on the wiki about whether or not it does affect the villagers. I've asked in the Discord, and I'll put the answer down in the description if I don't get the answer before the end of this video. Okay, so guard tower, managed workers. Unfortunately, Ralph, we're going to fire you. You did your best, but it just wasn't working out. However, we've got a lovely little, well, not little, lovely big house, the biggest house in the town, in fact, for you to move into. And why not? You can be Ella's partner. You guys have hit it off, apparently. Okay, so we can assign 1 citizen. Oh. Ah, okay. You know, this is bizarre. Okay, so, right, we cannot assign Ralph. He's not showing up here. Now, the interesting thing with that is, if I go over to here, he's not assigned to this house. This is Lucy's house. And I'll go to the other house, and he's not assigned there. Now, I took down the houses, and I think it hasn't registered, because I was surprised. The guard tower, I couldn't find anything on the wiki about it, but I was just making the assumption that he must be living there, right? Because it was nothing on the guard tower about it on the wiki or anything, but he couldn't be assigned to a house, so I assumed he was living there. So this is our only other active house right here. This is Ellen's house. If I go on here, just Ellen is in here. So there's definitely, Ralph should not be assigned to a house, which is a little bit worrying. Now, I don't know what the workaround for that is actually going to be. What I can do is, if there's any of these that are citizen huts, I think they are. What was that? Builder's hut. There's nothing in that one. This is warehouse, and this is delivery man. So it leaves me only 2 other chests that I can check here. If you're wondering why I've got that stuff in chests, I did mention it in the tips and tricks video I did. But anyway, let's have a look in here. So there's nothing in this one or this one. That is bizarre. What I was thinking is if we placed it and then destroyed it, we could maybe do something. Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to go and try and find a workaround for this because I was not expecting this to happen. Let me see what I can find out, and then I'll bring you guys back in and let you know a solution if I can find one. Well, guys, I kind of came up with a plan. I'm sorry, Ralph, but it wasn't working out, son. You've got to... Goodbye. If we kill him, someone new will turn up at the town hall, hopefully a male, and of course they will not be assigned to any house. So let's wait and see what happens. Yeah, so basically you can kill villagers with citizens, and it doesn't really affect things too much. Like if I go onto my town right now, somewhere here it should tell me, there we go, happiness is 10. That is out of 10, by the way, so they couldn't be happier. Maybe they didn't like Ralph. But, you know, I've killed a few citizens on purpose because I was trying to get a male in the town. We had 4 women at one point, and yeah, obviously to breed them, as I said before, we do need a male. So let's wait, see who the citizen who turns up is, and hopefully, as I say, it'll be a man. Only because I want to breed them, not being sexist. Oh, wait, there we go. Someone turned up already, I think. They just kind of appear here. Oh, Mary. Now, Mary, if she had really good skills, we'd keep her and kill one of the other ladies, but unfortunately she doesn't. So, Mary, sorry, but this is not the town for you either. Now, one thing I'm not sure about is, so you get this message in chat, right, that they're going to mourn the day after someone has died. If 2 people die on the same day, I assume they can mourn them both on the same day, and they won't mourn for 2 days. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. Haven't really had a chance to test it yet, but yeah. Now, this isn't going to affect us too much because in terms of building, which is really the only job that we've got going on at the moment, there's not going to be a lot to do. What I want to do is get to the point where we're breeding and we get a baby. Now, once we have a baby, and maybe actually a little bit before, maybe there is some building to do, just thinking about it, because I know that there's you can build a library and also a school, and the school is specifically for the babies to advance their skills. So when you right-click, you get obviously the list of their skills. The library does the same, but for adults. So 2 useful buildings to get. All right, well, we're going to keep doing this, kind of rinse and repeat until we get a man. So I'll wait until that happens. I'll show you the man, and we'll take a look at his stats, and then we'll also assign him to the house there. And he's going to come into town, new to town, and immediately win the heart of Ella. So this is Riley. It's a female. Although Riley can be a man's name, obviously she's dressed like a female. And again, her stats are not the best, so I'm just going to get rid of her. Wait for a better one. So yeah, let me keep doing this till we get a good guy, and then I'll let you know his stats, and we'll go on with our breeding program from there. All right, guys. Well, Max S. Atkinson has turned up at the village. Here he is. Here's his stats as well. Not too bad. He got a 9 for mana, an 8 stamina, 9 agility. So some high ones there. Creativity as well. Worked on a bit. Could be really good. All right, it's gone straight out for a look around. That's fine. Now, I had to actually kill another lady in the town. She was unemployed. It was Lucy who we had to kill. Sorry, Lucy, but yeah, for some reason I was just getting women. I had about 6 in a row turn up, so in the end I had to try killing someone else, see if that worked, and it did, in case you get the same issue. So what we want to do with Max is get him over here to Ella's house, and assign a citizen. There we go, assign Max. Brilliant. So Max and Ella, there they go, living happily ever after. Or at least here for a while. I might have to get him on guard patrol or something, depending on who else turns up. Now, hopefully, in the time that we've been doing that, if we go back to the town hall, our next citizen will have turned up. Let's see. Or not. Perhaps not. Let's have a little look in the book here. How many citizens have we got? Yeah, 3 out of 4. Oh, here we go. So we got a female this time. Oh, wow. Good stats. So look at that. An 8 for athletics and dexterity. A 9 for strength and knowledge. Now, actually, a 9 for strength. So I'm guessing she'd be pretty good as our guard over here. So let's have a look and see if we can assign her to the guard position. Manage workers. Oh, so stamina. Her stamina's not very good, whereas Max's is. Now, this will be interesting, actually. Let's do this as a little test together. Let's hire Max, because he is pretty good for the job by the looks of it. Wait, what's his strength? Is strength important? Doesn't seem like... Well, it's strength of 2, so... Let's do it anyway as a test. So I'm going to hire him. Okay. So he's now working there. That's great. I want to see, does he retain his job, his house over here? If we go back over here... No, he doesn't. That's interesting. I might have just messed this up for myself. I might not have to kill him again because I can't put him in it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well I was doing it for a test so that you guys would know as well. Yeah, I'm already regretting this. Okay, so if we now manage workers and we fire Max, okay, can we now put him in this house or do I have to kill him? Oh dear, this could have been a bit of a disaster. Let's have a look. Assign citizen. Yeah. Okay, so we can't assign him. That was clearly the problem. For some reason, if you assign them to the guard tower and then you fire them, you can no longer assign them. Let's go through this whole process again and see what person we end up getting. We're going to have to kill Max. Sorry, Max. Nothing personal. But yeah, so this is what I did before, but I kept getting females turning up. So hopefully this time we get some males a bit quicker. let's see how that goes. And same thing again, I'll let you know once we got a male in. And we might have to kill Marine as well to make that happen. Let's see how we go. Alright guys, we did the same thing, and finally we got another man. We got Leonard Y. Cranford. Well, these are his stats, so good dexterity and focus. So I'm sure that'll come in handy for some sort of job. They seem to go kind of nicely together. And anyway, in the meantime, we're going to get him over here, get him housed. We're going to keep him well away from this thing, so that doesn't happen again. And hopefully then we can start getting baby citizens, which is cool. So we've got Ella, and there's Leonard. There we go. So we assigned Leonard. So these two are now living in here. Now I think we just play a waiting game. I'm not sure if it has to be nighttime for the babies to, you know, appear or not. But we shall see. So I think now, like I say, it's a waiting game until the babies spawn. Is this a new person? It is. Caroline, what stats do you have? An 8 for strength and creativity, good stamina. You know what? You're probably going to be a good guard. And then you have a job and we have a guard. So let's see about hiring you while we're here. Manage workers. So apparently adaptability is good. 7 for that, 6 for stamina. I'm pretty happy with that. Go Caroline. Come and guard the people of this colony. Yet to be named, of course. As I said, do leave your suggestions down in the video description. I think that was this episode, right? I think that was the start of this episode. Yeah, pretty sure. All right. Anyway, we're going to get on with, say, trying to breed up some babies, and I can't wait to see what they look like. I actually have never seen a baby citizen, not in an image or in game in any way, shape, or form. So I'm really excited to see this, and we'll see it together with you guys. So let's play the waiting game. I'll bring you back in when that baby appears. Well, guys, here goes our little guy. Look at him. I can barely catch him. He's just running straight in and annoying our guard. Look at that, Caroline. We got Declan H. Gray. Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. He took a different surname. I don't know why. Maybe things are bad at home. Athletics mine has 1. What? Not with that speed. I could barely catch him. That doesn't. I didn't even know you could get minor skills. But there we go. Agility 0. But he looks like a dexterity and focus kind of guy, which I think might be like his dad, right? Didn't we look at Leonard's stats and he was a dexterity and focus guy? Because I was kind of wondering, do they take dexterity and focus? Yeah, so maybe they do take the stats from their parents. I was kind of interested in that, whether you could get a breeding program going where you specifically breed the children to be, you know, guards or university workers or, you know, whatever you need. So this could be a coincidence, of course, but I will investigate this further. We'll keep seeing how this goes. So we got the little dude, and basically all I had to do, I slept through the night, and he turned up in that house and then ran off down this way. Now, I did promise that I would have a little research on whether the beacon will affect the citizens, and from what I could tell, I got someone who replied to me and said they don't think it does, although potions apparently do. When I get potions, I definitely want to test that out and see if that's right. But, you know, it does seem like they're moving around faster. It's really just tough to tell. So if anyone does know a definitive answer to that, it'd be great to know. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I mean, Declan there, when he was running, he was going so quickly. So yeah, hard to tell. Anyway, so we got this achievement here, growing population, which is awesome. And if we go to our town hall, we should now be at 5 out of 5 in terms of population. Let's check that out. If we go to the people here, or here's all the people, is it on this one? Yeah, citizens 5 out of 5. So, I mean, we can kind of do that again when Declan grows up and becomes an adult male. We can put him in another house if we get to another level 2 house, if we upgrade, say, this one over here, with another female, and those two can go ahead and have a baby. So, kind of cool, and we'll get on with doing a bit more breeding. I didn't get around to even starting building the school yet, but that will be the next thing that I look to do. I want to have that fairly centrally located, so I'll find a good spot around here somewhere for that school, and we'll look to do that probably in the next episode. I think it would just be awesome to have the school and the library to build up the stats of all of our citizens and get them, you know, just better at doing stuff, basically. So I think that's going to be about it for today. Obviously, you know, it was a video really about housing, and because I did a lot of cam and that was kind of short, I just added a little bit in the end there about the breeding as well, because that wouldn't really warrant an episode to itself. But yeah, hey Declan, you can come be part of my outro. So if you're enjoying this series and you'd like the episode, please do consider liking and subscribing. It really is greatly appreciated. I don't know if Declan wants to be part of the outro. He's making it difficult for me. Hey dude. But yeah, for this one, guys, that's going to be about it. So from myself and Declan, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.